Hello, everybody. It is Jenn Pierce here for another edition of Foodie Friday with the Kitchen Queen. Thanks so much for joining me today. So this is going to be a fun one. Grab the kids because they are going to love this. It is edible slime. Right? Do your kids love making slime, but you don't want it to get everywhere? You'd rather when it's done, it's done. Well, it's going to be done because it'll be in their tummies because we are making edible slime. And that is Do You Bake's Kid Club Kit for July and August is our edible slime. So I'm going to tell you all about it. But before I get into that, let me introduce myself for anyone who's new. So I am Jenn Pierce, better known as the Kitchen Queen, not just because I wear a crown, but because that is my motto. I want to help you feel like the queen of your kitchen every single day with our delicious products from Do You Bake. And what do I mean by that? Well, I mean, have you ever come home after a long day, threw something together really quick for dinner and thrown it on the table and your family loved it? I mean, raved about it. Oh my gosh, Mom, this is so good. Honey, you definitely need to make this again. And you feel like you're on top of the world. You feel like a queen. That's the feeling I'm talking about. Easy, quick, delicious, and maybe we can even sneak in healthy once in a while. That is what Do You Bake helps you do. We are easy mixes like you would get in the store, but all natural. No preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors, no fillers, none of that chemical junk that you can't pronounce. Just real food, but real easy for real families. You know what I'm talking about. And at pretty good prices. And every 6-8 weeks or so, we come out with a kids club kit so that your kids can get in the kitchen, have fun cooking, and learn something too. They often deal with different chemistry or other fun little lessons. So this is our kids club kit for July and August. So if you want to snatch it up, you better hurry because once they are sold out, they are gone. But it is our project slime. And in this kit for under $24, you get 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 different flavors of edible slime. And you get a nice instruction sheet that tells you all about it, has some different activities that you can do, games that you can play with the kids that are all about sensory, right? Because slime is about the touch and the feel of it. So you get 3 different flavors. They're all separate, so you don't have to make them all at the same time. Love that. You get the s'mores slime mix. Chocolate, please. You get the marshmallow slime mix. And you get the one that we're making today, the cola slime mix. All right, so let's dive into it. In your cola slime mix, resealable bag, love that. You're gonna get some white powder, I think it's flour, but we'll find out in a second. And you are going to get some gummy colas. Do you guys remember this from when we were little? Do you remember these gummy colas? They're so good. It smells just like cola. I love it. So you're going to get these. We're going to pop this in the microwave for about 30 seconds or so. My microwave is a little slow sometimes, so I feel like we might need to do it longer than that. All the directions are right here on the bag. And I'm going to open up this powder on our nice cutting board in the meantime. What you also get in our little instruction sheet for the slime kit is directions for cleanup, right? So we have easy directions for if you have some vinegar, that really helps with cleanup, helps take the slime out of clothing if you need to do that, or whatever else it might get stuck on. So this is what we get. They're all nice and melted. Actually did melt really well. So this will be hot, right? We're talking about melted candy here. So it is very hot. So you want to stir it for a minute to help it cool down a bit. And then when you feel like it might be cool enough to work with, you're just going to pour it straight onto that white powder on your cutting board. And then we're gonna get messy. You guys, it smells so good though. Like it's already messy and gooey. This is one of those, right? But at this point, you could even take it outside and hose down everything later, potentially with some vinegar. Okay, I wanna make sure it's not too hot. It is still really hot. So I'm gonna use my spoon a little bit. But this is the point where you would let the kids, after you stir it a little bit longer for another minute until like you can touch it and see that you can touch it and not burn yourself. It's still pretty hot at this point. So you wanna stir a little longer before letting the kids get into it. But then they are just gonna incorporate it into our white powder, which I think might be powdered sugar. But anyway, you don't have to worry about what ingredients there are. You just follow the directions, easy peasy. We're getting cooler now. Getting to the place where I can handle it, because it would be much easier to do this by hand than with the spoon. Okay, so let me see if I can do this by hand. For as much mess as I often make with recipes in the kitchen, I am not a fan of messy. So this is a bit outside my comfort zone, people. But this is definitely, let me see if I can show you a little bit better the mess that we are dealing with here. Yeah, this is definitely some slime. So you need the powder to get to a consistency that you can actually work with. Ah! So I'm gonna put some more on here. I don't know if I'll need all of that or not. We'll see. Oh my goodness. This is really fun though. It already smells great. And this works for even if you have the younger kids. So if you have some 2 or 3 year olds, some toddlers that want to play with the slime like the older kids, but they also want to put it in their mouth. And the other slime you can't do that with. It can be toxic depending on what kind of slime you're making or buying. So, but this is something that it is all edible. So even the little kids can play with it. And if they put it in their mouth, it's totally safe. So it is cool by this point. I mean, it's still a little warm to the touch, but it's definitely not going to burn me. Do you see that? Oh my gosh, slime everywhere. And at this point, you can add a little more oil if you want to get all your, oh my gosh. The oil should make it also a little easier to work with. So I've got some just vegetable oil here. You can use coconut oil, whatever. You just want to do about a teaspoon. Don't need a whole lot. And that should help me get it worked in together, get the consistency that we want to be able to play a little easier. Hopefully, maybe. This is my first time making this, so I'm not totally sure how it's supposed to go. But regardless, it's just fun, right? I mean, how fun is this? This is so... And that's it. How simple. The only thing I needed for this one was the oil, and you could have even done it without. And we have our own cola-flavored edible slime. So fun. All right, and we got to try it now. Oh my gosh, it's really good. It tastes just like those cola gummies. So fun, you guys. Slime. This is so fun. You kids would have a blast with this. It's not difficult to make. It doesn't take a long time. So they're not going to, lose focus and leave you in the kitchen finishing up the cookies or cupcakes or whatever, like often happens. This is a quick, easy thing for them, but so many options you can do with this. You can put it in a plastic bag, put a toy in there. So it's like a search the plastic bag for the toy. Can you get the slime outside of it? Put a plastic circle in there. Can you get the slime in the circle? All kinds of fun things that you can do and games that you can make with this. And again, I love it for the toddlers because they can just eat it. So much fun. Okay. Remember, you get 3 bags of this for under $25. So it's a really great deal too. Oh my gosh, now I got slime all over the place, including in my teeth. When woo, we come out with a new kids kit every 2 months or so. So comment below kids kit if you want me to let you know when the new ones come out. And if you want to grab this one, grab it quick because it'll probably only be around for another week if it even stays in stock that long. And you can grab yours at kitchenqueenjen with 2 N's.com. Or you can always shoot me a quick message and I will help order it for you. Thanks for sticking around. Wink, wink. Do you like my pun? Sticking around with me for some super slime fun. And be sure to join me again next Friday at 5 p.m. for another edition of Foodie Friday with the Kitchen Queen. That's me. Bye. I have to find a finger to hit the off button.